This is Tina Ballet. And oh, I meant the title. It's I'm gonna be talking about they cloned Tyrone, but I wanted to add before I watch. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it though. I don't know. I wanted to add because I did notice. I wanted to add to what I was saying. Um, Hi. Oh, I did say okay. I did say it. Um, at the end, okay, this might be spoiler. This might be spoiler alert. Even though I didn't even see the movie firsthand, I saw it through a reaction. It wasn't on my bingo card to see. Okay, it was not. It did not make my movie list. Because I heard of like one part of it, or I might have seen and in addition to hearing about it, I I think I saw the trailer, and there was one part in there, and it kind of gave me the willies, and I was like, like somebody had told me I should watch it, and I was like, I'm like, because I had got the willies. And so it wasn't on my card because I thought it was a horror movie. I didn't know it was a comedy movie. I say that because the people that I had watched the reaction with were laughing up a storm, boy. They were laughing. Uh-oh, hold on. They were laughing and I don't know. Okay, there we go. And so they were just laughing, and I was like, I don't see nothing funny. Like, and the characters in the movie weren't laughing, so I was on their level. I was like, I was concerned. And even though David Allen Greer was on in there and Jamie Foxx, I was like, well, I didn't know that before I watched the reaction, but when I found out that they were on in the movie, I was like, okay, that don't mean this is gonna be a funny movie necessarily, and it wasn't to me. And okay, so I went the whole movie not laughing, and they was just steady cracking up, and they thought it was funny. And even some other reactors I watched, they were just hooting and hollering and laughing, and I didn't laugh. So okay, so I'm just like looking up endings explained and things like that. I didn't see my favorite endings explained person talking about it. So thus here I am talking about it. Um so while I'm seeing certain ones like laughing and stuff and I'm not laughing, I was like I made a joke. I was like, well, uh, I did say spoiler alert, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, leave if you don't want to be spoiled. Um, I made a joke. I was like, well, maybe I didn't. Well, okay, it's okay. So I wasn't laughing, right? But they were laughing. I was like, well, I guess. How did I say that joke? I said something like, I didn't eat the chicken. And then I started laughing at my own joke. um, so today I want to mention the ending when Tyrone takes the juice, uh, the Capri Sun. It looked like a Capri Sun to me. When he takes that from, uh, I feel like I can call him the other character, and then as saying that, it ties into this being like a game. When he takes it he was like, give me that. And then, so he gets the juice pouch. And then the other character pulls out another. I want to get clarity on this. Did I see that correctly through a rewatch? The other character pulls out an already ready juice pouch and starts drinking on it. Like, did I see that correctly? Because nobody mentioned the fact that this juice pack is already punctured and ready to drink. I think I just saw that happen. And nobody else mentioned it. Everybody laughed at it. And I'm looking at it like, who that that who does that? Who that can't happen. Like, a juice pouch already punctured, it's gonna be a mess. I could see if it wasn't already punctured, and then the character pulls it out and then punctures it and then drinks it. But I didn't see him do that. I saw him pull it out with the straw already in. So I'm like, yeah, no. The simulation is running itself now, it seems. And if it's not running itself, somebody else is running it. But before I thought that somebody else is running it, I was thinking like the simulation is like really on auto and it's running itself now. So that's what I wanted to say. That I think that was like a hint, you know, to show that yeah, the simulation is running itself. It's continuous. You know, due to the fact of the events that led up to that, right? So yeah, I wanted to mention that because everybody just laughed and kept going, and I'm like, yeah, that okay. So in a sense, like I was like, I didn't eat the chicken, but okay. So to say, you know, I didn't eat the chicken and I'm not laughing. Okay, so what was up with the chicken and laughter? Because laughter is, you know, a form of uh like high vibe, high vibration, raising your vibrations. So I don't think there's anything wrong with laughing. Um, so what was the point in creating laughter through chicken? Was that the goal? Do we learn that laughter is the goal through eating chicken? Like, is that what was going on? And thus doing so, and thus laughing, you miss or you miss or don't see, you may not see certain things that might affect or don't have any effect on you now because you're high vibing. You're raising your frequency because you're laughing. And then you got a group of people that's raising the frequency through laughing together. So altogether, you're creating a high vibration that then like other things like I don't know won't have an effect, or you might not see it going on. Even though it's going on, it might not affect this group or what have you because they raise their vibration through laughing together. I don't know what the experiment is, but through me seeing that, I'm thinking what I just said that was. I got my own hypothesis. Got my own hypothesis up in here and scientific methods. Um, so yeah, those are the two things I wanted to add to my discussion that I had for my previous live. You can watch that if you hadn't watched that, and tune in and chat with me on that through comments. But yeah, those are the two things I wanted to talk. Oh, and I also wanted to connect this with because I kind of was looking for it. It kind of was there, but then it kind of wasn't. And that is the what's it called? The horror. What's it called? Oh my God! It's American Horror Story. The part where Gabrielle Sidibe, her character was working at a chicken place, and it was like a chicken place in hell or something like that. Like the customers were like rude and stuff like that. Like I kind of was looking. The dude that had yelled about something, I don't know exactly what he was yelling at, or if he was yelling towards somebody. He kind of reminded me of the dude that was in Land on American Horror Story, talking to Gabrielle Sidibe character, talking about something about here with that chicken or something like that. He kind of reminded me of that. I was like, oh snap, it's gonna be one of them chicken joints. Like, is it gonna be horrible? But then it pans out, and then it doesn't seem horrible like that specific chicken spot in American Horror Story. So I'm like, okay, phew, okay, great. Phew. Um, so yeah, you got the harmony coming together through eating and laughing. I don't know if that was the particular experiment, but yeah, that's what they were doing. I mean, they were coming together. They were, all together, and they were laughing. So was the experiment to raise the vibration through what do you call it? Yeah, coming together and eating. I don't know. So yeah, I think that's all I want to say about that without watching the movie firsthand. Yeah, the juice pouch, um, the chicken place comparisons, um, laughing together. Yeah, everything else I mentioned in the previous live stream. Mm-mm. Mm. What is that? Oh, okay. What do I have on the screen, Lord? I got something struggling. Let me see. Oh, I can't. Okay. Oops. I don't know what I got screwed. Got something. Oh, I think I pre edited this. Um. Okay. So now that I've mentioned all of that, um, I'm thinking of doing a like study behind the scenes type of live stream where I do some editing. Um, yeah, I do some editing and product posting. I got a few things to do. Editing my website, editing a couple of websites now. Um, a couple of products to post and a book recommendation list I gotta make or I would like to make. And I'm thinking about doing this on live stream right now. And anybody who's in the live stream, you all can come in and do the same thing, catch up on what you gotta catch up on. Um, I will look at the chat. I do have the chat up so I can see. Oh, I did. Hold on. I did have the chat. Okay, now I got the chat up so I can see chatters. Um, uh-oh. So yeah, so that's, or I can end this live stream because I'm finished talking about Tyrone. I'm finished talking about Cloned Tyrone. What's the movie name? What they cloned Tyrone. I'm finished talking about that, so I could end the live stream and then remember to change the title because I didn't remember to change the title just now. And make a new study live stream or what? What? Mm, 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 mm. Mm. And if you guys want, you guys can come up on the panel or come up on the screen while you're doing your behind the scenes thing. Um, I kind of want to mention the mother aspect, kind of, sort of, because that is one, as I'm like not doing my behind the scenes work. I do kind of wonder if I should talk about that because that's the whole reason why I didn't want to watch the movie. That's the whole reason I didn't put it on my movie list is the mother aspect of it. That whole scene of him knocking on the door, knocking through the door. Okay, so let me talk about that because Um, if I don't talk about it now, I'll probably come back and after I've thought about it and was like, oh yeah, I wanted to say something about that. Um, so that scene, it's in the trailer where Fontaine, which before I saw the movie or via reaction, I thought that was Tyrone. Even throughout the reaction, I still thought he was Tyrone. I thought he was Tyrone Fontaine. I don't know. um, but yeah, he's talking through the door to his mother, and she gives a response. And that scene in that trailer gave me the willies. Oh my goodness. Ugh. It gave me such the willies that I didn't want to watch this movie. And that's why I didn't watch this movie. But I figured I'd watch it via watch along via reaction. I figured it'd be cool to watch it like that. I was like, okay, here I go. And I did, and now I'm talking about it. Um, okay, so that scene, and then I do have a question about that scene. Was the door locked? Because that's the question I had when I saw what's his name, Fontaine. When I saw Fontaine's reaction to the door being closed after he had experienced what he did, and then he comes back and he gets like a similar response or whatever, what have you, and he's like, open the door. And I'm like, you open the door. I'm like, why is the door locked? I don't know. I'm thinking the door is not locked, but I guess the door is locked because I'm like, why don't you just open the door and walk in? but I guess the door was locked. So I guess he tried the knob because I'm like, try the knob, turn the knob. But I guess he had done tried the knob and it was locked. So he couldn't just walk in. I didn't know what was on the other side of that door. That's what was giving me the willies. Um, so that's like one of them moments. I want to kind of liken it to one of them. Not necessarily though, but uh, the secret window type moment when everything starts to combine for you stole my story. When everything starts cracking up and he starts meshing stuff together, that whole scene type, like hair on the back of your neck type feeling, eating a York peppermint patty. It's some movies like that that have that. Um so my question is, or yeah, my question was, okay, you open the door, like, oh, is the door locked? So I guess the door was locked. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, why don't you open the door? Why don't you walk through? Like, is it something stopping him from walking through? Like, is it like a respect thing that he's not opening the door, or is the door locked? So, um, and then seeing his reaction, him saying like he wanted to talk to her, I'm like, why was that memory kept in there? Why it couldn't be that he lived by himself? Um, but it's like the memory wasn't updated, so it was just run back, run back instead of being updated. And I'm guessing it's a reason for him to have that memory. I guess I don't know because I'm like, well, why have that whole scene? But I guess that's how the person that set it up. I guess that's how they wanted to set it up. That's why I set it up like that. Because they wanted it set up like that. That's why. Okay, so let me pause. I think that's all now. I think that um, I could mention David Allen Greer's character and say like it seemed like he knew what was going on. He seemed like a character that like whenever you passed him, he or interacted with him, like he had certain things he said. Like in a video game, it's some characters that when you interact with them, they'll say stuff, or when you get in close proximity of them, they'll say something else or something like that. Like this movie seemed like a GTA San Andreas movie to me. Um, with the characters and the mission that they chose to go on. I did mention that in the previous live stream. I go ahead and say it again in this one. And I think that's all. I think I done said everything I wanted to say um, about the movie. And now I can go on ahead and do my behind the scenes work. Okay. I got things to do. But I did want to chat about those specific things that I brought up.